Welcome back to Grumps Barn, where today we haven't got a defender to work on. Oh yeah, thank fuck for that. All finished ish. Okay, all nearly finished. Yeah, as you can probably see just to the side of me there, hanging off the engine crane, is the tow bar for the Defender. Yeah, so that's got to go back on. I decided to leave it a couple of days after I painted it, just to allow the paint to harden off before I bolt that back up. And I can't do anything on the Defender now, even if I wanted to, because I've had to lend it to Mrs. Grump so I can get on with working on a Freelander. Get it right one day. This is the motor in question. 2005 TD4. Only done about 80,000 miles. And that even tallies with all the MOTs and everything. But living around here, it is a bit salty, the old air. So you do get a bit of rot and whatever. It's in very, very good condition for its age. I'm just hoping it comes apart fairly easily. Yeah, I can see that happening. Well, this job, I've seen a guy on YouTube, fucking amazing guy. I think it's Kevin Albert Williams or something. Williams Mobile Mechanics, I think he calls himself. Absolutely amazing. I was watching his video of changing a clutch on this. He did it in just over 5 hours, I think. Made it look so bloody easy. Well worth a watch. Because this is going to take me a little longer than 5 hours. A normal garage will charge you at least a day's labour for one of these. If not a bit more, and they'll charge you a good grand to do it. So doing it yourself, if you can, is definitely the cheaper option by a long way. I'm also, when I'm changing this clutch, I will be changing the flywheel. Not because I think the dual mass flywheel is going to need changing, although it possibly does, because the actual clutch plates are fucked. I can tell it's excuse me, slipping like buggery every so often. But because I think they're bloody awful, those things, I'm going to change it for a solid flywheel. So yeah, it's going to cost me a little bit more than I would have paid. But then in future, all it will need, if anything, is the clutch plates changing. The flywheel will be fine. Won't have to worry about that dual mass shit. Yeah, well. Bit like EGR valves. Stupid fucking ideas that just make a lot of money for the companies that make the damn things. Anywho, enough of that for now. As I'd better get on, I'm going to have to move this over a little bit. I've got a bit too much space this side and not quite enough this side. But there again, I've only just brought it in here, so I shall move it over a little bit. And then I shall proceed to get it in the air. I shall also be checking the front wheel bearings and stuff to see if we've got any problems in those, because we've got a bit of drumming and a bit of vibration at speed now as well, so it's either that or possibly one of the drive shafts. Could even be one of the rear ones, I don't fucking know. I haven't looked yet. Right, let's get on. Well, haven't even got started. I found the first problem. Yeah, there's been some weird drumming and whirring and stuff, and look at this. Fucking tie rod's not on properly. It's disconnected itself. It's obviously been like it for some time, judging by the state of it. Blimey. That might account for the vibration at speed. Oh, fuck me. Old anti-roll bar's able to just flap about. Oh, this is one side. Let's see what we find the other side. He's got to jack that up and stick it on a stand. Get the wheel off and check that now. Because the first job I should be doing is disconnecting the lower arms. Because once I've got those disconnected, I can then disconnect the entire front subframe and drop that all down as one assembly. It's the easiest way to do this job, apparently. Yeah, if I sound like I know what I'm talking about with this job, I don't. I'm just following what I've seen others do. Especially that Mr. Williams. Fucking, oh well, amazing guy. Yes, I should be doing it the same way he did his. Brilliant video. He doesn't talk much. But there again, he's doing it for money, and he's doing it on people's drives and stuff as a mobile mechanic. His videos are well worth a watch. You name it, he seems to do it. Anyhow, let's get on with this bloody thing. Oh, and although I do tend to take the piss out of Freelanders, I have done for many years without even ever having been in one. But since I've had to drive this occasionally while my Defender was being rebuilt by me, well, this is between you and me. Don't tell anyone. This is a secret. I don't mind it. It's not that bad to drive at all. In fact, it's quite nice. Shh. Shh. Don't tell anyone. All right? This is our secret. Our little secret. Don't tell anyone at all. Otherwise, no one will ever wave at me again. I'll never have any friends. Right, let's get on. Right, so the wheel nuts on these are all 22mm. And this centre nut here, which on these is staked in place, so they're reusable, which is rather nice, are a 32mm. Now I have heard on some models they're 36. These are 32 on this particular model. Yes, they were fucking tight as ever. But they came off eventually. I did have to jam the brakes on for a bit with a block of wood. Help get it undone, but there we go, it's undone. Oh, and the drop link the other side is not like this one, it's absolutely fine. Which is actually a bad thing because I've still got to undo the fucker. Although I can always just cut them off, I suppose. I'll see how they go. Everything is looking a bit rotten here. Look at this. A bit heavily rotted. I mean, it's all in okay condition, it's just got a shitload of rust on it. So I have to clean all that up once I've got it all apart. Ah, dear. This second one, I thought I wasn't going to get it off. Ugh, it just would not budge for ages, and I just kept at it. And eventually it just spun off nicely. Right. I'm only undoing those now just to save time later because they're always fucking tight, they have to be. Oh, bugger it, get those loose now. Save a lot of aggro later. I've soaked the lower arm nuts that are holding the lower arms, whole lower arm ball joints onto the hubs, onto the hub carriers, shall I say. Because they look a bit iffy. I seem to recall they're a bloody 21 and I don't have a 21 spanner. And you can't get a socket on there. I do have a 21 socket. Not a lot of use for that. We shall see. As I better get underneath now and see if I can get the cover off the fucking thing. I hate these bloody undercovers for engines. Stupid idea. All we do is gather all this shit underneath the engine. Help to rot things out quicker. Enough whinging from me. Let's get on. Well, the fun continues I've got this tray half undone under here. One of the plastic bits was a bit stuck, so I gave it a bit of a nudge. And this is what fell out. A dead mouse. Oh, life in the barn's always fun. Oh dear. Wonder how long she's been carrying that passenger around. Well, there was a mouse getting in there at one point and was chewing everything up inside the car, setting the alarm off. Wonder if that was a little bugger. Oh well, if it is, you won't be doing it again. Ah, blimey. These covers are a twat. The only way I could get the fucking screws out was to use a bloody Irwin on it. We're so chewed up. Never mind, we are getting on. I've just got to work out exactly where it's all fucking held together now. Alright, back in a bit. Well, I like a fight as much as the next man, but this is just crazy already. These little screws up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them down the line. All got to come out. As far as I know, they're only into a plastic liner in here or something, but they are all C solid. Absolutely fucking solid, not going anywhere. So I'm going to have to drill a lot of them out. And I've got bolts to undo in the back of here. There's 2 on each side to hold this frame on. And there are apparently a couple more underneath this cover here somewhere. I've got to find. This bloody under tray is a fucking bastard. I've been soaking and soaking and soaking everything in as much penetrating fluid as I can. Ah, fingers crossed. Right, let's get these drilled out. Right, with these drilled out, if you pull it down, you can see just inside there's a bolt there. And the other side, one over there. There you go. Those are the bolts that hold the back of the frame on. So they're the next 2 to get off. Well, that wasn't bad. I only managed to snap one fucking bolt. This one up the front side there snapped off. The other side came out. The 2 back ones on both sides came out. They weren't very happy about coming out, but they came out. All that just for a fucking under tray. That is ridiculous. Dirty, great fucking aluminium frame holding a crappy bit of plastic. Right, now, next job I'm not looking forward to at all is I've got to loosen off the ball joints under here. Oh, and all the bolts holding that tray on were 13mm heads. Fucking hell. And all the screws are drilled out heads. Back in a bit. Right, the nut on top of these is a 21mm, or if you're like me, you haven't got a 21mm, it's a 13/16. It's exactly. Thanks, fuck. Excuse me. Right, now when you have undone that, you're going to have to clout it bloody hard on here with a lump hammer. Give it a good few big whacks, and that should free it up. This one is now free. I can't show you because it's too hard to fucking push down, but if I belt it I can tell it's free. I've now got to get a big pry bar up in here and under there and pry this down so I can get the nut fully off of here because it touches against the top here. Stupid fucking design. So yeah, I've got to pry it down to get this off and then to disconnect it. Wonderful. Well, there we go. They are both out now. Both sides. Don't know if you can see that one. It's a bit too much sunshine on that. I don't know where that's come from. This side was the right pig. Just kept spinning after a while. All fucking luck was turning. Then they had to jack it up. To get some tension on the bottom of that ball joint. Then undo it as much as I could. And thankfully it let me get just to the end of the threads. Where it was nice and loose. Then I could just put it down with the bar. Lever it down. Get the nut undone by hand, and then lever it a bit further with that bar. With that bar there is a jolly good bar. You need quite a long bar for doing this. That one is actually a Range Rover drive shaft. I have an old Range Rover, of course. I don't know what the fuck they have these days. Right, so now what I've got to do. Oh, hang on. If I get underneath, I can show you the next ones I've got to undo. Let me just clear a space. Right, now what I've got to do is these bolts, one there, one that side over there, and this one in here. I've either got to undo it from here or undo it from here, one of the two. This will need loosening. This is a steady with the subframe. It's also got a rubber mount on it. Well, I presume we'll just have to undo that one. If I unbolt it from here, it's going to be a git to get back in again. Oh, it's also rubber mounted that end as well. So I will just loosen this end here, the inner side next to the engine, and pull this one off. I think that is it. Oh no, hang on, silly me. Well, that's it on this part, the subframe. And then you've got two bolts on the rubber mounting for the lower suspension arms. One here, one the other side. And the same over here. One there, one there. So there's only 7 bolts, and I can drop the entire subframe now. That's assuming they're going to come undone. You never fucking know with the amount of rot on this thing. It's hard to fucking tell, and I haven't got a clue what size they are yet. Probably something weird. I reckon probably an 18 for the big ones. Don't know about the others, but we'll have a look. Right, let's get on. Oh, bugger. Bloody typical. I've got a whole fucking brand new socket set sitting. Well, it was brand new about a year ago. And one of the sockets is missing. Only one. And guess which one I need? Yep, you fucking got it. The big 2 bolts holding the front subframe on are 18mm, and all the smaller ones are 15mm. Now thankfully I managed to get all of them bar one undone using a normal 15mm socket, but one of them is too tight and it started to round slightly rather than undoing. So I need a proper 6-sided 15mm socket, and I can't fucking find it. Ah, dear me. Never mind. Right, it's getting late now. I'm starting to lose the light round here. I'm going to have to carry on with this tomorrow, but I'm going to have a good search around first and find this fucking 15mm socket. Without it, I can't get that bugger undone. I don't want to ruin it. It's only rounded very slightly at the minute. If I try again, it will just round it even more. Ah, well, never mind. Back again tomorrow. Well, I've hit a brick wall. Not literally. Ah, fucking hell. I found the 15 impact socket. which was great. Only took me an hour to find it was with a load of other sockets that I'd already checked. But there you go. Such is life. And now I've come to this bloody last bolt. Let's show you. Let's see if we can see what we're doing under here. This one here, as you can see, it's fucking tight. So tight I thought I was going to just break the head off it, but no, it didn't snap. It rounded in the end. And that was using a fucking knuckle bar on it. It'll break the bar. Bloody thing. So I'm now going to have to cut that off, which I can't do at the moment because I don't have any petrol for the Jenny. So I'm going to end this first section here. Fucking thing. Yeah, as you can see, it's all going swimmingly. Oh, and I did remember, just quickly, I did remember to take this off. Although the nut was so knackered on the end of that, I had to jam a Whitworth socket onto it. Because it should have been an 18, but the 18 just wouldn't get on there properly and kept slipping. So I whacked a Whitworth on there. It was a 3/4 of them. Something like that. That fitted perfectly and undid it for me. Wonderful. Yeah, this is a 5.5 hour job, you know. I'm only on my second day now. It's not bad. Oh fuck. Right, so I'm gonna have to go out now and go and get some juice for the Jenny. And fuck it, this can wait till tomorrow now. I'll cut that off. Which will mean cutting it off, taking it out, cutting it right down, drilling it out and retapping. Oh, wonderful. So wonderful. Fucking hell. You ever had those jobs you wish you hadn't started? And that you thought, fuck it, I'm going to give a garage £1,000 to do it. No? No, me neither. Right, folks. Thanks for watching. Oh, and thank you to all my new subscribers who came over from Uncle Mike. Thank you very much. Great to see you here. Yeah, you won't quite find the professionalism here that you get from him, but there you go. It is what it is. Well, take care, people. See you again very soon with the next installment of this fucking thing. I'll get it done. Once I've got this off, then it's not too bad. The rest of the bolts are all just holding the transfer box on and the gearbox mainly. They should be a lot better. Right, should be. See you soon. Bye.